do that with your Halloween stream.
No, I didn't, because so much of that was broken. Specifically the
right.
Grim Fandango part. Because
Yeah,
that was really cool, because it showed it like moving in the OBS screen, which was what I had up and I was looking at, but I guess it didn't in the game. Anyway, yes, I will. But thank you for reminding me to record that, because I wasn't until now. So... Alright, 3, 2, 1, play.
E3 access.
Oh, it's already E3 again?
Yeah, remember E3?
I remember E3. Remember when they took place in like actual conference halls and people got up and they spoke in person?
Yeah.
In the long, long ago, in the before times?
Uh-huh. By the way, you'll have to be looking at chat.
Oh, well, I'll have to pull up the Twitch stream, which I was not doing.
Can't do it here.
Yeah, no, I get you.
This is what video games are going to look like in the future.
Oh, that's right. Hey, remember Booth Babes?
Yeah, remember Killzone? Remember Terminators? Remember Fight Night?
Yeah.
I remember
No, I
Fight
do.
Night. I wish they'd bring back Fight Night.
I do definitely remember the whole Killzone controversy. I remember that crystal clear.
Yeah. Heavenly Sword.
Oh yeah, that too. Where like people were really upset that that was like a very short game.
Yeah.
How long was it anyway? I never actually played it.
It was pretty short. It was like 4 hours or something.
Oh, so it's basically The Order.
Yeah, it actually yes, almost entirely.
Or just like, hey, this looks really great, but then also like you're done with this in one sitting.
I mean, one sitting if you're a freak, yeah. Oh hey, look, that game just came out like 2 years ago. What year is? Oh, this 2005.
You can't rush perfection, Larry.
Yeah.
By the way, you're Larry. I'm George.
Yeah, I am.
It might be important to mention.
For those who don't know, this is the 2005 Sony press conference from Electronic 3.
Yes. Larry's been wanting to watch this with me for a long time, even though 90% of it... Ooh. Goof is an Izaku. I know that. But no, you've been wanting to watch this with me for a long time now, and we decided to finally do it, because I didn't have anything else on the docket to play.
The new Spider-Man movie, it's finally coming out.
Yeah.
It was from 2005's press conference was when they started the work on Digital Alfred Molina.
When did they do the PSP? Was that... It wasn't this press conference that they talked about PSP stuff, it was like one of the next couple of years, right?
I don't know if it was this one or the next one. I think the PSP was out.
Yeah, no. It was out because I was still in high school when the PSP came out.
Because
and by like 2006, I was out.
The whole thing is they were showing like Ridge Racer on PS3, and you can use the PSP as a rear view mirror.
Yeah. Finally, the dual screen experience. It's here. Now Hi, Jay.
It's a really long.
I just want to hear them talk about. UMDs.
Yeah.
I still love UMDs as a concept. It's a disc, but it's also a cartridge, so you get that good click when you put it inside.
Also, I forgot about that Unreal Tournament 3 tech demo. Pong, 1972.
Sonic.
What? That's not real.
Jay told me to go play as Sonic if I didn't like Raphael's design in SFT4. And so I almost decided to stream a Sonic game today.
Hey, it's Crash.
Developers embrace the platform with amazing
Who cares about Sonic? Crash Bandicoot's here.
Most immersive game.
Yeah, it's the Sonic ass game.
PlayStation 2 redefined computer entertainment with unparalleled power.
Should I play
speed,
the
and
Jack and
graphics,
Daxters,
converging
Larry?
movies, games, and music.
Wait, should you play them? Oh,
Yeah,
PSP.
I've never played any of the Jack and Daxters.
First one's really good.
What about the other two? Are they...
Or just for games.
Play the first, just don't play the other ones?
Yeah. I mean, the other two are so disconnected from it. It doesn't really matter.
I do remember at the time, like, Jack, I guess, gets out of prison and now he's, like, hardened, and that was just really weird to me.
Yeah, he has a soul patch and a gun. Like, it was just a predecessor to Shadow the Hedgehog. Whoa, that was weirdly loud. Here's our boy
Just do it.
Kaz.
Good afternoon and welcome to the annual Sony Computer Entertainment E3 press conference. It's great to be with you here today at a new location, the Sony Picture Studios. First of all, are you guys all excited about E3?
Yeah!
Yeah, woo! Video games.
2,000 people in this room. Let's try that again. Are you guys excited about E3? All right. That's what I'd like to hear. It's very good because all of us at Sony Computer Entertainment have been waiting a long time to get to this point, and we're very excited to share with you, our industry, our partners, our loyal fans, what's in store for the future of the PlayStation business. We have always attempted to do things differently at Sony, and our goal and vision for PlayStation has taken us to
Did you watch this
levels
when
of
it was
success and
like live back in the day, Larry?
For the
Yes.
last decade,
I don't
we
think I
have
watched
strived
this
to
one
push
live, but I
for
had this
constant
DVD
innovation
that this is ripped
by
from.
continuing to deliver home console
Oh,
platforms
I
that
don't think I
challenge
actually saw the
status
press
quo.
conference for like a couple years
Just
after,
keeping up
but I
with
saw like the,
conventional
you know, the big
technology
bits.
isn't
The one
enough
after
for
this
us.
was the first one I
That
watched
runs
live, I think.
contrary to
If
the
this
Sony
is...
DNA. The original PlayStation
This isn't the one with
offered a
8
true 3D arcade
days,
gaming
I
experience
don't
in the
think,
home
and that's
for
the one
very
that's
first
the
time.
first one I saw live.
5 years later, with PlayStation 2, we delivered a
Because I was like in the chat saying like, this is obviously fake, like what are you guys talking about?
And this is
That might be this
true
one.
today. PlayStation 2 is the first complete entertainment hub with its ability to play games, audio CDs, and DVD video content through one box. And on top of that, we delivered an industry first, backwards compatibility with the original
Remember
PlayStation
that?
library.
Remember backwards
Today,
compatibility?
we have
Yeah.
more than
I still
190
have my
million
Metal
units of
Gear
PlayStation
Solid 4
hardware
big
and close to
fat
2
PlayStation
billion
3
units of
that's backwards
software,
compatible.
which, in my mind,
Nice.
is a pretty amazing accomplishment.
Sounds like a goddamn jet turbine
Then,
when I turn it
along
on.
came PlayStation Portable, a product we introduced to the world at last year's E3 show. For us, any product carrying the PlayStation name has a lot to live up to. And yet again, we delivered on the promise. PlayStation Portable is full of innovation, far superior to anything on the market today.
Okay.
Just as PlayStation in 1995 revolutionized
Sure,
gaming
Cass, how's that
and the way
analog
our
stick?
industry does business, PlayStation Portable served as the
To
disruptor
be fair, it took me
in the
too a
portable
long time to
space
figure out
and
analog
changed
sticks
the
on
way
portable
consumers
consoles.
view
I
entertainment
mean, that's why
on
they
the
just
go.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
And now, we're on the onset of a new decade for the
Look, I'm just saying I
PlayStation family of
appreciate the
products,
attempt.
what
Yeah,
we're
I
calling
guess.
the digital decade.
Don't
So
worry, you
let's
guys will
take a
get it
look
right with the
at
next
what
portable,
that will look like.
which then will not sell.
Remember that phone that was also sort of like a
Yeah, the
PSP?
Xperia.
Yeah, I almost got that because it came packaged with Crash Bandicoot, and I was just like really, like my fucking socks were blown off. Like, oh damn, I could play Crash on my phone.
This is a house-smart game. Now, it's folding at home, right?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, so I got this weird setup where like the video is on a delay, but I get the audio in sync with you. There's no better way to set this up.
What are you talking about? Like, have the video playing separately and then,
now,
like, have a different window
Here
with the
to
chat.
outline some of our future.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do
Ladies and
that.
gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to one of our company's
That's why I
founders,
synced up us
who is
hitting
known
the
in
play
some
button.
circles as the father of the PlayStation,
Idiot.
Ken Kutaragi.
Yeah, it can.
Hi everyone. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with
He's so
us.
stylish.
Oh man.
Every time when
Whoever
I
captured
have a
this,
dream,
pause the video.
I can imagine what
That is a
next
bold
word.
fashion choice, that dark
can
jacket
feel
over
this.
pure, pristine white.
And today, we are so
Play with the
excited
menu
to
a while.
reveal our third PlayStation portable home entertainment system. So, PlayStation 3.
You know, I will say this about whoever captured it. At least they're capturing it off of a PlayStation device.
Yeah, that's pretty
In
funny.
1994,
Some real commitment to the
we launched
brand.
our first PlayStation capable of rendering real-time computer graphics. Technologies used in the original PlayStation might have been too advanced at that time for consumer products, but we challenged to integrate all
Also,
of
just
core
address
technologies
something from the
into a
chat
small box.
when Jay said he didn't believe that other people actually watch us. It's
6 years
when
after we released
people
our
watch the
first
stream to
PlayStation,
watch me play video
we
games
tried to
badly. That's why
create
people
the
don't tend to
most
tune in when
powerful
Larry is hosting.
128-bit microprocessor
He's actually competent at games.
for
Nobody wants to
computer
see that.
entertainment applications called Emotion Engine. It opened up a new paradigm.
Well, also,
in
the
computer
reason I'm hosting
entertainment.
this is because you couldn't get to work for some reason.
And now,
No, like
we
every
have
time I tried to
built
capture it, it
the
was just coming up like
world's
blank
most
for some
powerful
reason.
cell processor, which is going to be applied
We should
in
have,
the
I should mark this as the
next-generation system.
Castlevania The Adventure stream.
Oh,
History
yeah, no,
of
attract the real
PlayStation
freaks.
Yeah.
was also a history to seek for the latest optical disc media for content distribution system.
Well, this is most of the stream, by the way.
I love it. This is the stuff that I miss.
The stuff that I miss is, like, people playing the games on the stage, but clearly it's not syncing up to what they're doing or the game is freaking out on them.
That's alright.
Like, that's the E3 I want to go back
I mean,
to.
you really to highlight, like, the golden age would be the stuff after this, but before, like, now when it's very
Yes.
polished. Like,
Yeah.
bottom of an Avatar shoe, that's the kind of stuff.
Exactly, but I figure if we're going to do this, we should kind of, like, go somewhat in chronological order. And, like, this is, like, really where I would say this is the start of E3 being watchable.
Blu-ray
Yeah.
has 6 times bigger capacity
Even though
than
it's still got a lot of the
current
junk
DVD.
from, like, before that era,
We would
where it's
like
just a
to
lot of
accelerate
this,
this
just talking
transition.
in front of PowerPoint presentations.
As of today, PlayStations have achieved a cumulative 190 million install base in homes around the world. It is a privilege that both PlayStation
Oh,
and
Max, you're talking
PlayStation
about
2
the dude who was
have
in all the
become
commercials?
the absolute #1 platform in the world.
Is he talking about Kevin Butler?
Yes, Kevin Butler. Yeah.
In the last 10 years, over 13,000 titles.
Didn't like
were
Kevin Butler
released
get let go because he
for
did like an
PlayStation
advertisement for
and
a
PlayStation
competitor,
2
and then Sony was like, "You need to
format by
pack your
number
fucking
of
bags and get out."
publishers
I don't
worldwide.
remember. I know it's weird whenever I see him in
This
anything else.
A very important asset for everyone. We are happy to announce that PlayStation 3 will have backward compatibility to enjoy
Wow.
these assets.
Woo! What a crazy idea.
You will never see anything like that again from Sony
We announced
for the
our
rest of your
latest
goddamn
cell
life.
processor Together with IBM and Toshiba. The chip consists of
Sorry,
multi-cores.
I
That
really
lady.
love this lady holding up the wafer.
This is a die-cut graph of the cell processor.
That's it, that's perfect cell.
90 nanometer
He's gonna absorb oolong.
semiconductor technology.
Go to the next slide. It's a monkey typing on a keyboard, and it still has like the stock photo site watermark on it.
It was the blurst of times.
I wish that was my wife, Max.
From IBM had sent us a video message.
She
So
clearly
let's take a look
appreciates
at it.
tiny things, so I
The Cell
imagine she and
project
I
has
would
been
get
the most
along very
important
well.
project in my career.
IBM
It will
fellow.
have a lasting impact on the technology community and will start a new generation of products that will positively benefit the end users. The development of the cell is for
See, I
use
wish
in
Giant Bomb
graphics.
didn't
Its
Shut up,
do it
supercomputer
first.
Listen to
attributes
this.
will
What?
revolutionize computer technology for a new interactive world. As we gathered specialists,
Oh, he's doing a good job reading the
Toshiba and
script.
Sony, we shared the
Yes.
same vision and dreams. The whole team is very excited about the project goals. Even though
I'm
at
just
times
watching his
seem like
eyes
an
move back
impossible
and
journey,
forth.
the incredible power
Well, no, I was
of
gonna
the
say this
world-class
this
team
reminds me
overcame
of like
the largest challenges
demo
to
discs
meet
where
the
you would just get
goals.
like developers talking
Even
about their
IBM,
games.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
helped pioneer computer and processor designs throughout history, feels lucky to have participated in this revolutionary project. This appreciation has been felt by the design team, architects, and engineers, who all
Okay,
contributed
what
to this
about
great
Giant
project.
Bomb?
We are very
No, I just
excited
if they
and are
didn't do
looking
demo
forward to
derby
seeing all
first,
the
that
new
would be a
innovation
really good
this
thing
chip will help
to
bring.
stream because of stuff like this, where you just have like a developer giving you tips and they're clearly staring off screen, dead-eyed at a script.
I mean, we could still do it. Like, they're not doing
could.
that anymore.
That's true, and I'm sure there's plenty of demo discs they have not touched.
Oh, yeah.
So
processor at 3.2 gigahertz
Fuck it, we
and
should just steal every giant
processor
bomb program.
running
They're
at
not putting
same
out content
frequency
anymore.
of
Yeah, exactly.
3.2 gigahertz.
It's all ours now.
Because of its massive multi-core architecture, Cell is more than 35 times faster than the Emotion engine and twice the speed of the Xbox 360 processor.
Alright, man. See how that works out.
Between main processor
Max, I
and
wasn't
main
talking
memory
about my
system.
tiny penis. I was talking about the fact
These
that I am
numbers
like
takes the
5'6".
technology. PS3 has
Although,
8
yes, I
times
also have a
faster
tiny
memory
penis.
bandwidth than PS2 and 3 times faster
God, this is so
compared to
funny.
the latest PC. Here is a chart.
Like, you
that
look at
shows
that
the
chart and then
latest
think about
supercomputer
how
top 5.
like every multiplayer game ran at a
Current
lower
top
resolution and frame rate on the
has
PS3 because
Oh, yeah.
nobody could deal with the cell.
Double precision floating
Yeah.
point calculation speed for massive computing applications.
Remember Red Dead Redemption on
One
PS3?
of the typical applications
I don't,
for
actually.
these
Remember
kinds of
Oblivion on
supercomputing
PS3?
is movie rendering.
I do remember Oblivion on
for
PS3,
special
yes.
effects.
It like crashed constantly.
Sony ImageWorks.
Oh, hey,
you
could
is
do
a
movie
Sony Pictures
rendering.
Entertainment
Oh, yeah.
Group company,
It would be like
has
playing Toy
hired
Story.
a huge number of cluster servers for movie rendering through non-real-time operations. A total number of floating point calculations
I love
speed
flops.
has reached 10 teraflops. We are going to utilize such supercomputer-like performance.
Camera-
in the
camera guy
real-time
can't keep it
computer
centered on
entertainment
Ken.
arena.
He's just all over the place. Stay on your
These
mark, Ken.
photographs are
Super
generated and
computer-like
synthesized
performance.
by cell processor-based system. With RS
Look at that picture of that
graphics
car. Like,
processor,
that's
PlayStation 3
supercomputer.
will have a more
Yeah, and it's running about as many frames per second as it would on an actual
single
PlayStation.
precision floating point calculating performance within
Looks like the opening of
system.
Shadow Warrior.
With that level of supercomputer-like calculation power,
So I do hate the PowerPoint stuff, but I do appreciate how these are just the most PowerPoint-ass PowerPoints.
I mean, this is just the intro of Escape from New York.
Yeah.
these are the basic specifications of PlayStation 3.
Put
Cell
Kaz in
will
that
be
little,
running
like,
at
submarine from
3.2
Escape from LA.
Yeah, have
Get
the
him
shark
into
jump
the
out at
E3
him.
press conference. Yeah.
Each cell has 8 SPEs, but for PS3, 7 SPEs will be activated.
I know what all this means.
Each SP has dedicated 256 kilobytes.
Jay saying
local
maybe if
memory.
the cell red ringed the console, it would have been more popular.
Per PC-based
Remember the yellow light of death?
512
Uh-huh.
kilobyte L2 cache.
I mean,
My PS3
I never
died.
had my console. I never had mine yellow light, but I did
The
go through
joint
like
effort
3
with
Xbox
Nvidia.
360s.
Which has
My
both
first 360 died of it.
latest
I think I
PC
had the same
and
amount
PlayStation
of replacement consoles, which was 1 for each.
RSX
Actually, no, I think
is a
more
world's
PS3s
most
die.
advanced GPU.
Since this is going on, I don't know if I
Synthesize
shared it before, but
movie
like mine
graphics.
red ringed after you and I played Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, you
It
mentioned
is
this.
Such a good game that when a friend wanted to play it
and
again, my console
bandwidth
immediately crapped itself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go through that
One
again.
of the significant advantages of RSX is its dual screen outputs for 32:9 super wide aspect graphics.
The
or
black one that they
making
put out after a while, though,
view
that fixed all that stuff, was
applications
pretty
for
great, though.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Each of the two screens has up to 2K by 1K resolution in 1080.
Oh, up to 1080p, just like the Switch.
Scan.
Yeah.
For supporting a supercomputer-like horsepower, memory bandwidth and its size are crucial factors. PS3
Jay
has
says, is the
state-of-the-art
PS4 the only
memory system.
generation in which the best console is also the best selling?
XDR has applied the fastest bandwidth to the
And
cell
PS2.
computing system and
Yeah.
dedicated 256 megabyte VRAM system will enrich graphics expressions.
I mean, that's the thing, really. It's at this point, every
As a
other
bus storage
PlayStation
system.
console
Yeah.
is the one that
PS3
you
will
want.
have a detachable 2.5
I mean, also,
inch
I would say here, like,
HDD slot.
360, maybe not, like, specs-wise the best console, but
Bus bandwidth
results,
is another benchmark for
can't really
real-time
argue with them.
applications.
Jay also asked NES, which, yes, of
PS3
course, there was nothing
has
else.
very powerful bus
well, yeah,
channels
what,
for
Master
integration.
System? Come on.
Yeah.
With its overwhelming power, PS3 will be capable of handling both
And Super
digital
Nintendo.
consumer electronics and computer applications.
Yeah, but
Of
Sega
course, that
was
was
out
also-
selling
yeah.
that for quite some
For
time.
Well,
ease
they also
of
had like
use,
3 years on it.
PS3 will
Yeah.
have powerful interfaces, including 6 USB ports.
I think the only time the
memory
Master
sticks and
System was
SD
the best on the
cards,
market and also sold the best was
and
like in the
compact
fucking
flash
UK.
drive.
Did the PlayStation sell more than the N64?
For digital audio video outputs,
Yes, I'm pretty sure it
PS3
did.
Okay,
will have
then,
2
again.
HDMI outputs.
Larry, the
together
Sega
with
Saturn was clearly the
PlayStation
best console
Shut
on the
up.
market at that time, and it did not sell well.
optical digital audio output.
Unless you like
Another
transparencies,
interface
then you're out of
for
luck.
communication. To meet higher bandwidth
Gigabit
for the
Ethernet.
next generation. PS3
Yeah, up to
will have
7
built-in
controllers.
Gigabit Ethernet port
Oh yeah,
with 2-port switching hub.
was it actually able to do that?
Technically, yes, but I don't
is
think any
also
game
a
actually
standard
like supported it.
feature
Like you wouldn't have
PlayStation
7-player split screen.
for communicating
What
with
was the game that came
PSP
out that was multiplayer and they're like, oh, you can have like hundreds of people in one
Mag.
match?
For quick
Yeah,
response,
and then it like played like
PS3
dog
will
shit.
Yeah.
support built-in Bluetooth for up to 7 wireless controllers.
Jay, I don't know if the Saturn had more power, but I do agree that the 6-button controller was probably like the best on the market for that generation, at least until the
PS3
DualShock.
will support a wide range of optical disc formats, including CD and DVD, together with SSCD playability. And the next new media is Blu-ray disc, which
Blu-ray
contains
disc.
up to 50
Yeah.
gigabyte on the disc.
Like
Spooky.
That was the thing about
We
like
are
the PS3
strongly
when it came out though. Like
Blu-ray format
Blu-ray
Oh, yeah.
players were
PS3
so
as a
expensive
standard
that it was like you might
Yeah.
as well just get a
and
PS3.
expect to play the same role as we did with DVD.
Man, that's kind of like the weird thing with
Finally,
Sony consoles in general,
in
though, is
addition
their
to
media
games,
playback tends to be pretty good too.
PS3
Like the
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 still
will
has
be
like
able
some of
to
the best
perform
playback quality
non-gaming
for just
functions,
regular
such as
like
digital
CDs.
music,
Yep.
movies, and
I use the
photographs,
PS5
even
for my
during
4K
game play.
Blu-rays now that I have it. Before that, I was using
Video
the Xbox
communication
One X.
over the network or internet browsing can also be enjoyed simultaneously while playing games. PS3 truly is a system to be placed in the center of the living room in homes around the world. Future is almost here. With
Future's
PlayStation.
almost here, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The world we live in is full of information. Here we have a world just like reality. Look at it more closely. There is no concept of distance. in this
Banff.
world. We can move instantaneously. We can see anything.
Wanaka forever.
And when live images are linked to
They had to suspend production because the lady isn't vaccinated.
It's like the world of a movie. Take a look at another live image, a common scene captured by a camera. When the camera images are fused with additional digital information, reality can be controlled.
I really miss this whole like
Incredible power and freedom.
You hit the explode button in Verizon.
Sports.
Forza Horizon. Verizon.
motherfucker coming apart like a Gundam model ad.
This is Cyber Tiger.
Once linked to digital
Oh man,
you can play on any
I want to play golf like this. It'd be terrible.
reality becomes data. If reality and information are connected, you can experience your own reality
Spurts.
and control it your own way. It's a new way to view information, imagination, and dreams.
Yeah, see, Max's dad, he told his dad that the best Blu-ray player on the market was a PS3, and his dad laughed at him.
I have no idea what that was trying to say, by the way.
I don't know
That was
either.
just complete nonsense.
But I really miss like that aesthetic of like early aughts like marketing
Thank you,
reels.
Ken. I'm delighted to be here. And I'm delighted to join you to announce
That guy has a great walk cycle.
clearly the most important digital consumer device to be built this decade,
Like
and
Simon
one
Sure, he
Belmont.
comes out there.
passionately
I was about to say he comes out there with the
for last
Belmont
5
strut.
years. Our two teams share a passion for computer graphics. Nvidia is home to a very large number of the world's most talented graphics design engineers. Over the course of the last 12 years,
Nvidia.
we've dedicated well over
There's that elf
$1
lady.
billion in R&D to advance this technology. Created over 1,000 patented technologies, including
trying to figure out what
one of
that's
the
supposed to
most
be in, like, the
important
lower
contributions
left.
we've made,
I mean, it's like
Virtua
Nvidia
Fighter
through the
looking
years,
character.
you know,
programmable
so like
computing
that's,
processor.
yeah. Just
Today, you
original
can find
character, do
NVIDIA's
not steal.
GPUs, standard in the highest performance computers, and the
It's this
most
guy's
graphics
persona.
demanding workstations around the world.
Speaking
So
of
you could
aesthetics on
imagine
this, man, like old
How
GPU
excited
boxes.
we were
Yeah.
when Ken invited us to partner with him to build the PlayStation 3 GPU. Ken had 3 very lofty
Movie
goals.
quality graphics, Larry.
First,
Oh yeah,
to
it's
build
like playing Toy Story.
absolutely the most advanced GPU the world has ever seen. Second, to truly make it possible to synthesize movie quality graphics in real time. And third, to understand and completely utilize the awesome processing power and throughput of the cell
You
processor.
gotta use the cell, Larry. You gotta use all of the cell.
Now these
And
are
fourth, to attack and dethrone
daunting
God.
goals. The fundamental challenge of graphics, of computer graphics, is that tension between beauty and speed. The x-axis represents the speed
My
of
favorite Bob
graphics
Mould
rendering.
album.
The y-axis represents the beauty, or the image reality, of the rendered image. Movies are clearly beautiful and fantastic to look at.
I mean, look how
they take
beautiful
hours and
the
hours
Spider-Man is.
and farms of CPUs. Game consoles, on
Look
the
at this
other hand,
dipshit Gears character in the
Are lightning
corner.
fast.
We got Spider-Man over here.
knee-jerk reaction, but clearly doesn't come anywhere close to the image quality that you see in movies. Computer graphics technology used for movies is called shaders. Programs that
I do
run on
really like all their like
long-term
confidence
servers.
in oh we can
Takes
get
hours and hours
graphics
to
just as
render
good as what you
pixels
see in movies,
Yeah,
but there was
like-
so much bait and switch with
technology
that
of
stuff in
computer
this
consoles,
generation.
game
Well, my favorite thing about
called
that
texture
was
map.
that they just assumed like
Fast,
movies will look like
but
this
limited.
forever. It's like we're
Oh, yeah.
we're
Our
making our
goal
stuff look
with the
better.
PlayStation 3
Movies aren't going
graphics
to look any better. They're
is
going to
to
be exactly
overcome
like
this
this.
fundamental barrier and bring movie quality
Of course,
You
like
can't
now,
get
now
more
they're going
real than
backwards.
you can't get more real than real, which is why Mortal Kombat is still graphically the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
game ever made.
Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
I'm sorry, your game doesn't look as good as Night Trap.
There
That's
are
got
so
real
many
people
new
in it,
technologies that
so
are
you know.
introduced in the RSX, and it will take years to describe. It is the culmination of over 1,500 man-years of engineering. There are four,
It still
however,
makes me
that are
laugh every
extremely
time,
important
like,
in the next generation
there will
of
be
game
a
consoles.
Criterion press
First,
release and they'll say like a new 2K
The heart
scan.
and
I'm
soul
like,
of the RSX
okay,
is programmable
doesn't
shading
mean anything.
processors.
That's just
The
1080p.
RSX can process
Which is also like considering all this stuff when I sold
136
my
shader
like special
operations
edition Dark Souls
simultaneously
to
in one
some
clock.
dipshit on eBay recently. Like I wanted to make sure the game worked, so I popped it in for a little bit.
128
And
bits of
god
floating
damn,
point
that
pixel
thing
precision.
chugs.
This is
Yeah.
something that's just truly spectacular.
It was especially
Today's
great because
game
the reason I did it is
consoles
I
are
had
limited
the
to
new
32
version of it,
bits
so I
of
just
pixel
immediately went
precision,
from that to the
which
old
means
one.
that we
and
can only
boy,
express
Mm-hmm.
250
puts into
shades of
perspective the
lights
power of the cell.
for each color. And I will illustrate to you later that that's simply limiting and will not achieve the level of quality we want to see in movie-like images.
This would have been way better if they had
third,
Mark Cerny back
2K by
then
1K
coming out to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
this.
Resolution is the enemy of graphics. The higher the resolution, the more
I'm
pixel
always saying
processing
this.
capability you need, and the more system memory and graphics rendering memory you need. 2K by 1K, 2 million pixels. The highest resolution.
You
of
ask me
HD.
who's the enemy of graphics?
supported on this
Resolution.
game
Say it right off the
I'm
bat.
gonna
every
start
time.
And lastly,
whispering that into the
importantly,
ears
the
of
overall
Nintendo
system
fuck freaks on Twitter.
to achieve this incredible.
Give them a new rallying cry.
Now let me put this all into perspective. The RSX is based on our next generation graphics architecture that has never been seen before and that we will preview for the first time to the world today. There are 300 million transistors on one chip, 500 million vias.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
These are little tiny 1 micron.
I really like when they do these sort of like scans of what the inside of the chip looks like. It makes zero goddamn sense to me, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Back to back, all of the interconnect on this chip, it will reach half a
I mean, I
mile.
look at them just like this
300
looks like
million transistors, 8
Factorio.
layers of metal, built on Sony's 90 nanometer processor.
It's like the other side of when they like scan your stuff at an
Now,
airport.
another way to think about this is how much performance
sure.
is there.
I've never
The
been to an
RSX
airport
has
because I'm not like a
twice the
fancy
performance
coastal elite
of the
liberal like you.
GeForce 6800 Ultras, the highest performance GPU in the world today. Each one of these GPUs retail for $500. There will be 2 of them, equivalent horsepower, in the RSX.
$500.
What was that
It's a
face?
goddamn
Now, what is
market, am I
300
right?
million transistors? Transistors are a bit of an obscure little electronic devices.
GameCube
300
Gecko.
million transistors.
That's right, transistors are very obscure.
Uh-huh.
The Xbox.
No one really knows what a transistor is. We just
the
know it
PS2
works.
graphics
I mean, like, you know,
synthesizer,
Supergiant hadn't made that game
the
yet, so nobody knew about it.
GameCube Flipper chip,
Yeah.
the Gecko microprocessor, the Xbox Pentium 3 CPU, the PlayStation 2 Emotion Engine, and you kick in the highest performance PC CPU in the world today. All of that combined is 300 million transistors.
Like, seeing the PS2 stats there
Now, the
compared to
question is, what
Xbox
do
and
you do
GameCube
with
is really
300 million
funny.
transistors, and why is
No,
it
Max,
that
I
there
don't
are
actually know
so
how a
many?
transistor works, which is
Well,
especially funny
fundamentally,
considering
the
I have
What
electrical
is-
engineers in the family.
Why is Robert
and
Zadar at the
programmable
bottom of the
shading
screen here?
processors requires an extraordinary amount of computational horsepower. Instead of just a pre-computed decal
Thanks to the
that
shader,
is
we can make them look even
layered
more
on top of
swollen.
a 3D object.
The
In
guy
those
with that
kind of a
eggplant-shaped
texture mapping
head.
architecture, it is not possible for us
That one up there sort of
articulate
looks like something like a texture
the
from
subtle
Cruelty Squad.
material surfaces
Like
Yeah,
green
it
and
does.
purple
that are only
one.
visible
Yeah,
Yeah.
pixel at a time
like
as you
that guy's gonna
interact
give you your
with the
mission.
environment, the lighting and the shadows of the environment around you. It's simply impossible to articulate brushed aluminum, carbon fiber, felt, carpeting, wool, silk, and even be able to show the difference between gold paint and gold. We want to achieve that level of realism. In order to do that,
Talking about all this realism, and yet every game of this
incorporated
generation was just
farm
washed
of
in brown and
programmable
blurry.
shading processors
Yeah, either that or it looks like it was
so that
covered in
each and every
slime,
single pixel
depending on
Yeah.
what
be
engine they
computed
use.
in real time. In addition to
I
texture
brought it up
maps,
before, but there's stuff I miss aesthetically about
we will
this
now
specific
provide
era,
also light maps,
and
shadow
none
maps,
of it
bump
is how
maps,
video games looked
normal maps,
specifically.
Hey, sorry to
even
go
some
off topic
really
here, but I know
exciting
since Jay's watching, I
new
should
things
mention
like
on NXT,
surface
Tony
reflectance
D'Angelo
functions,
came out,
surface
and then his
subsurface
opponent came out,
scatter function,
and he walked
to be
down the
able to
ramp a little
articulate
bit,
the really
and then there
subtle
was just like an
effects
easel
that you
next
see
to
in real
him,
life.
and he pulled the cover off the easel, and it was like a little painting
Let me show you now
of Tony D'Angelo
and demonstrate
literally
for the
sleeping
first
with
time
fishes.
our next generation GPU.
It's just like
to
him
give you a
snoozing
sense
in
of what
bed,
pretty
holding
good.
fish with like a nightcap
can
on.
do.
It was pretty good.
This is Luna.
Hi,
She is
Luna.
a computer-generated
Say
person.
hello to Luna.
And notice
Hi, Luna.
all of the subtleties,
No, not like that.
the specular shine
All
on
right.
her lips, the soft shadows under her nose and above her lips.
How
Notice
kiss
the
her
specular
lips
highlight
are.
of her
He's
teeth
getting a little
shows
excited
the
about
imperfections
this.
of her skin. Notice
When
that
she looks
light
into
is
your
penetrating
eyes,
her
it
skin
feels like there's a real person
and
staring
scattering
back at
underneath her
you.
skin.
She looks like that
So that
one
you
character
see
from
her
the
rosy
Eternals.
The volumetric
Yeah.
shadows on her hair.
I mean, graphically
Her hair
speaking,
looks so
the Eternals is about on par with this, so
All
yes.
of
Yeah,
these
true.
effects are made possible with programmable shaders. However, we want to do a lot more than that.
What would her
What
Eternals
the
name
PlayStation 3
be?
is about is creating beautiful
Goopo.
worlds that come alive.
That's pretty good. I was gonna say Drew Drag.
In addition,
Oh no, I don't like that.
programmable shaders are articulating her skin,
Oh.
the skeletal structure, and her muscles underneath in order to express the subtle emotions. The plasma beam is now circling around her, and her bodysuit is now coming to life, reflecting, refracting,
no.
and absorbing light in different ways. These lovable creatures are also rendered with shaders.
Good, like, took a break for a laugh after that.
That it actually
Oh, I don't like how those hands
the
look at
membranes of
all.
The plasma beam is circling around her.
Effects that have never been seen before. Volumetric
Well, it's a good thing the PlayStation couldn't render anything that looked like this, otherwise...
skeleton in the back, through the object.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the hands are there for the subspace scattering or whatever.
This is a simple technology demonstration of what is the possibility of the PlayStation 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh hey, high dynamic range.
Luna is beautiful enough to fall in love with. In addition to the ability to be able to articulate the surface material, we also need to have a
just like a little quick aside there.
Color precision that can express the incredible subtleties that we're going to be able to render. Today's computer systems are limited to 32 bits. I want to show you some imagery that is courtesy of Paul Debevec at University
He's like courtesy of Pondababa.
And one of the leading experts.
I like how everyone in this conference can't say names any better than I can.
It's like a bunch of Tim Heideckers.
Yeah.
Tones of light, and yet our eyes, and certainly my eyes right now, I can see.
I mean, I said like Forza instead of Forza Horizon, so even then I messed it up. So
Forza Horizon?
Yep, that's what I just said.
Okay.
In order to be able to
And Forza Horizon's such a weird name.
We need to take our color format to floating point. With the RSX, we're introducing 128 bits with floating point precision for each and every single pixel. Let me show you the effect of that. On the upper side is the original image, both of which
are they going to do something because these look exactly the same?
On the top, we're going to show you 32 bits accuracy, and on the bottom, we're going to show you 128 bits of high dynamic range pixel precision.
128 goddamn bits.
As we make the light brighter, notice that the top is starting to wash out, and it's simply because it doesn't have enough precision to deal with the brightness of light.
Oh, well there you go, there's your bloom.
The details through the window are already essentially lost. If we make it even brighter, notice that it's completely washed out. The benefit of 128
this doesn't mean anything.
Precision is clear. However, the amount
we can make the games more brighter now.
You just wouldn't make it that bright.
Bam, check this out. Game's bright.
Yeah, like
$600.
This is that weird time when they had like high dynamic range, but they were basically using it as like a term for a form of lighting and not like actual display quality.
PlayStation 1 was introduced during the time of NTSC.
There's a little teeny tiny Spider-Man there for you.
By 240 resolution. The PlayStation 2 was the first entry.
He's on the Joker stairs.
Digital display.
Watch out!
And has a resolution of 720 by 486. The PlayStation 3 is going to bring 2 megapixels to real time. Now, 2 megapixels. That is the resolution of movies. It is the resolution.
I thought he just got done saying the resolution was the enemy of graphics.
He did.
Having this level of resolution on your TV screen at home is going to be absolutely spectacular. When you combine that with Blu-ray and digital panels that are going to be coming out in the future, the living room will never be the same.
You may not be into it, but your kids are going to love it.
Most importantly, is the overall system performance. Putting it together, the first thing you notice is the bandwidth of the bus between the cell processor and the RSX.
It would be easy to get snarky about, like, oh, imagine how good things are going to look. Oh, it's going to change the living room forever. But, like, the jump in quality with a lot of that stuff was maybe more pronounced than I think it ever has been since.
Oh, yeah, like the jump to HD was pretty huge.
Yeah. Is 100 billion shader operations per second. The ability to process shaders.
Look, speaking is hard.
It is, yeah.
in the coming generation of game consoles. 100 billion is
like all things considered, he's doing pretty well.
The highest PC today.
I mean, considering how much you and I mispronounce stuff, we kind of have to like take every chance we get to laugh at somebody else fucking it up.
Especially you. You get really weird.
The highest performance Pentium 4 can perform.
Also like how he has an eye toy there in front of him.
51 versus 3. 2 teraflops. Over 120 times
no, not really, Jay.
Pentium 4.
Yeah, so this was as entertaining as we had.
512 megabytes.
To be fair, I did warn you that like the first hour of this is all just this stuff.
Architectural advantages that we're bringing to this generation is that the RSX can render pixels to anywhere in system memory.
Like, for a little while, I was thinking, are they actually going to show any games here? And then I remembered, oh, they had that Killzone stuff at the beginning, so...
We'll have 512 megabytes.
No, the real dumb shit from this conference doesn't start until like the hour mark.
So how do you put all this stuff together? Well, we're going to show you the first demonstration, real-time demonstration
of maybe it starts now.
Next generation game console and a next generation game. To help me do that is Tim Sweeney,
I think, this is the UT3 one.
Officer of Epic Games, and Josh.
Which at this point I don't think they were saying was Unreal Tournament 3.
Thank you very much, Jensen.
Josh, thank you.
Now here we're showing Unreal Engine 3 up and running in real time on the PlayStation 3 hardware right now.
We're not going to say anything so you guys can enjoy this demonstration.
Oh god, bloom immediately. More brighter. I mean, this looks extremely of its era, so...
Yep, look at all that normal mapping.
Yeah.
Bad walk cycle on him.
I mean, he looks damn near indistinguishable from a Gears character, also.
Yep, that was the style at the time.
Yeah. Question for you, Larry. Which video game tech demo thing that was like clearly not supposed to be a game do you wish actually got made into a game?
The ducks in the bathtub.
No way that is real time.
I think mine would be that like
Tim, there is just
Final Fantasy thing that they showed for PlayStation 4.
Oh,
okay, now we'll run through the same demo
Yeah.
and take over controls so Josh can actually navigate through the environment and see what we have here. And here we have.
I mean, actually, it would be that like the one UE3 or Unreal Engine demo that didn't become anything.
With shaders, there are more than 200
I don't remember what it was called. The Samaritan, I think it was called.
Hey, remember Deep Down?
Wow.
What about that one? What if they made that into a game?
Here we see a
That'd be pretty good.
Target,
Maybe.
with very high dynamic range lighting everywhere.
I would like to play Deep Down.
I don't know, wasn't it supposed to be free to play or something?
I can't remember.
I think it
I
was.
mean, that thing was very clearly just a tech demo that they were like, yeah, we'll probably do this as an actual game.
I mean, it wasn't even a tech demo, that was just straight up pre-rendered.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
It's the real difference between what's been
yeah,
seen in
yeah, that's
video
right.
games before, where you had 8-bit graphics, versus
Which
what you
again,
see
that
in
was the
film,
case
which
where
is
like
very,
watching
very
Giant
high
Bomb watch it
definition.
live,
Now tell
and
us,
Brad was
Tim, how
like,
long does it take
"Wow,
you
that looks
guys
great."
to develop this game
Yeah, dude.
on top of the PS3 dev kit?
Watch the
Amazingly,
Avengers
we
or
got the
something
first
and
PlayStation 3
think
hardware
about
only 2
what
months
that would be
ago.
like as a game.
So what you see here is just 2 months of work bringing Unreal
Yeah, what if they made a
Engine 3
game
up
about
and
the
running.
Avengers? I mean,
And this
that
was so
probably would be
fast
fun.
because
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a lot of experience
They could put
with PC
Spider-Man in
development,
it.
and all of that knowledge was immediately
You see, they actually are finally putting Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, like long past the point of anyone giving a shit about that game.
Yeah, and also like he doesn't come with like a campaign or anything extra. It's just like here's the character, we're dropping him in.
We have fulfilled the contractual obligation to put Spider-Man in the game.
Yeah.
You cannot file a class action suit for
There you
false
have it. That's the
marketing now.
RSX. You know, what you're seeing today is really just the tip of the iceberg of what's going to be possible in this truly revolutionary.
Okay, let's do a video about the PlayStation 3
It's
iceberg.
just been an incredible privilege for us to work with Ken and his team on building clearly the most important digital consumer platform of this decade. I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
There's Luna.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Masa Shatani.
Can't read this.
Oh, God, yeah, what does that say?
I'm probably Masa Shitani, and then whatever his title is.
I'm very pleased to be here. This is a very exciting moment for all of our people who has been developed the PlayStation 3 development. This is the first. This is PlayStation 3 schematic shown here for the first time. PlayStation 3 has a system design of elegant simplicity combined with outstanding performance.
Yeah, that's how I would describe the PlayStation 3. Elegant simplicity.
Of single floating point calculations.
I mean, it goes out to full HD twice.
Is a cell processor.
Yeah.
Oh,
double HD.
For the high performance computing.
You can't do that though. Resolution is the enemy of graphics.
Oh no, this architecture is very simplistic. Look at that, I understand all of this implicitly.
Yeah. I played Exopunks.
Physics, dynamics, AI, simulation.
Look, you start out with XD RAM, and then you get Flex IO, and yeah, that's on the South Bridge.
In addition
XD.
to Ken Kutaragi's presentation earlier, I would like to share in detail the several very attractive features of PlayStation 3. This amazing innovation will allow the user to experience the multiple channels of entertainment and the information at the same time from multiple sources.
Did that ever work?
If you are
Did any game actually
enough
support
to have
that?
two
I
HD
don't.
monitors, then you can
If it did, I
enjoy
can't
panoramic
imagine it
view
supported it
which
well
plays
enough
a
to
horizontally
even bother with
seamless
it.
Yeah.
image of 32:9 aspect ratio. And even more attractive use of the dual screen feature will be to show
I think the
technical
only
and
weird thing I ever
statistical
did that was
information
kind of like
to be
that was
displayed
there was a game, I can't remember which one,
even on the
supported
PC
like
monitor
3D TVs,
while
and we
playing a
happened to
sports
have
game
one.
on larger
Yeah.
main screen. Likewise, you can video chat with your
And also that
friends
was not
at
worth
the same
dragging the
time
PlayStation 3
as
out into the living room for.
as a playing game. This is not simply to display of the same game, but allowing the user to command and control multiple sources of multiple channels of the entertainment simultaneously.
Now Jay's
I
saying
mean,
that he had
I
to switch
would-
to component to
Using the
play
real
split
and
screen
the
on
virtual
certain
worlds
games.
together.
I would
I
love to
remember
play
that
two
'cause I
games
didn't
at the
know.
same time.
PlayStation 3 can be controlled by a wide variety of devices, all wireless.
You do like the
A
Hacker Man thing where it's like
controller
two
that
different
ships
keyboards,
with
but like you have a
the
controller for
system
each hand?
Yeah.
uses Bluetooth technologies to guarantee the
No
real-time
quote,
response
multi-tap, quote.
required for the most intensive
No, actually, you would have a
video game
controller
applications.
in both hands, but then you have like one of those like accessibility
Bluetooth
controllers where you like
also
blow
is
into the
designed
tube.
with a lower power consumption in
No,
mind.
it'd be like, you know, those
And will
one-man band
provide
things where
more
like I
than
have a
1
rock
gigabit
band, like a
playtime
pedal that
before
I
having
use
to be
to
charged,
use the trigger or
recharged
something.
by any USB
It's just
port
that like California
or
Gold
USB
segment with like the
or Apple
wacky
device.
machine.
Yes.
The guy's like pulling the
In
knobs and
addition
the
to
whistles
USB
on.
standard
Like Fred
interface
Willard
for
in that
various
one
controllers,
sketch.
like,
Just dropping
iToy,
plates. It doesn't do anything in the game,
There's
but I do it
also a
anyway.
built-in wireless network interface.
Just imagining that has like a
allows
screen
connection
that's
to
built
Wi-Fi
into it for the
devices,
game, but it's like
including
it's like
PlayStation
8
Portable.
inches wide
This
and it's like in
allows
black and
PSP
white.
to become a remote controller.
Pull the
as
slide
well
whistle
as
to get
remote
into cover.
screen, whether you're in the next room or on the other side of the world. From any remote location, PSP can access
I love how they're talking about
PS3
like
to
better
play
signal
the
strength
role-playing game
for the
which runs
controllers,
your
like you can do it
PS3
from the
at
other
your
side of the
home.
door. And the main thing I remember is always having my controller
always
plugged in for the
connected
PS3
nature of
because it would
PS3
lose
games
connection
that
like
your
if
secure
my
media
leg was
can be
between it
accessed
and the
remotely
console.
anytime over broadband
That
or wireless
I
networks.
tried to play a little bit of
She has
SMT5
pioneered
with
the
the
concept of the
Joy-Cons
camera
docked in like the
attached
controller
to
mode
PS3.
thing, and I had a similar experience with that.
$2.5 million
Like
iTech
if it got
cameras
behind my
sold
knee, the
across the
analog
world.
stick would freak out.
And now we
Yeah,
are
Bluetooth
pleased to
is
introduce
not good.
to the next generation of high-definition IP camera to PS.
Well, the thing is, I've now been using
This
the 8-bit
camera
DO for that
is
game,
IP
and
based,
that plays
allowing the
totally
user to
fine, even if I have like the controller
place
under
the
a blanket
camera
or something.
anywhere
So
in the
it's
world, in home,
Joy-Cons in
or and
particular
anywhere
are
on the
worse
planet.
than the 8-bit DO for that.
Through IP-based
well, yeah.
networks, this location-free concept allows any PS3 user to instantly launch their own broadcast station anywhere in the world. Think of it as the next generation personal homepage.
Think of
Rather
it
than
as
simple
like
text and
streaming.
still images, I could provide my own high-definition
Streaming,
video
what's
news
that?
and information live or archived from hard disk drive.
I mean, it's like this thing he's talking about, kind
HDIP
of.
camera will allow the user to
This
travel
is just
to
way
another
too
user's
future
camera
tech
view.
for my brain to handle,
So you
man.
can make a virtual visit to the beach in Maui, Hawaii, or just by selecting the HD video and audio channel. In the PS2 era, the
He's
network
also lost me. I have
function
no
was
idea what that
additional
was about.
Hardware and the software solution. The PS3 era
You can't go to Hawaii on your PlayStation.
approach. The network is a core element of the
No, but you
PlayStation
can't
3
get like a
DNA.
theme where it's like a bunch of corn that's
Every
being cooked.
aspect of the system
Ooh.
has been
Yeah.
designed with the broadband and the home networks in mind. PS3 is a always-on,
boy,
always
commerce.
connected device. The 4 C's of the network, commerce, community, content, and communication are built
And corn.
to every aspect of the system design and operating system, allowing applications to easily exploit
What are the
these
4
features.
C's, Larry?
Media browsing and network interface are
Cocks,
built in the
cunt,
operating system
crab,
and allow
cum,
the user to
crap,
handle
cum.
I'm
multiple
surprised
tasks
you skipped
It's
that
simultaneously,
one.
5 C's.
even
Yeah.
while playing a game.
Candy corn is 2 C's right there.
Video calls can be made
The stream is
and
now
received.
watchable for Jay's
Music and
kids.
streaming media browsed. New content for
You can
games
navigate the
purchased
quote
and downloaded.
cyberspace quote.
Naturally, multiplayer online game feature will
Imagine
be
like Dan Carlin from Hardcore
We
History
recently
reading this
introduced
stuff.
the concept of the game sharing on
I'm gonna
PSP,
jack into the
where
PlayStation
a
3
player
and
can
meet
send
Luna.
game data to other PSPs. PS3 will also support P2P connection as one of the key methods of communication under the secure environment. Users can exchange their unique characters.
Okay, I have
and
to see how
items
far this is.
through the
Oh
network.
no.
Yeah.
By taking
Hey, guess
advantage
what?
of
This is a
network,
really long
the
conference.
entertainment world of PlayStation continues
Let's
to
get a
grow.
little quick preview
Thank you
here.
very much for your
Was that
attention.
Sharon
I
Osbourne?
hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, I hope so. That would be great.
Now
Oh, no,
I
it's
would
just like some
to
lady with red hair.
introduce Claire Harrison.
Alright,
Theo?
well,
The games are coming up.
eventually.
15 minutes until Star Wars Battlefront.
A lot of the a lot of the images I saw
Good
were just
afternoon,
a fill
ladies
here.
and gentlemen. Thank
But
you, Massa. It's a great pleasure to be here. One housekeeping notice. I've just been asked to point out that although we are running a little bit late and behind schedule, we have
Oh,
an
no.
amazing
Oh, good, they're
surprise
running
at the end of
behind
the show,
schedule,
so
Larry.
Please do make sure you stick around till the very end. So, anyway, why am I here? Well,
The last
over the
5
next few
minutes are going to
I'd
have
like
video
to
games.
Take you on an illustrated journey. I'd like to take
I mean, maybe.
We let that guy talk too long about
creative and
his like
technical
CGI
examples of what
lady.
the machine is capable of. I hope that what follows will give you an idea of the enormous potential that is
Make it to the end. We'll show you a little bit more of Luna.
before we begin, I'd like to take you back in
Little
time.
bit of Luna
Back
by my
to March
side.
1999.
I put this
and to the
slider all
worldwide
the way to the
introduction
right
of
on
PlayStation
Luna.
2
If you set
at
your
the Tokyo
age to
International
99.
Forum. We showed a demo of a duck that became famous for showing off the capability of PlayStation 2 and the emotion engine and graphic synthesizer. It was
Roll
also
that duck
a lot of
footage.
fun. Why don't we remind ourselves of what that looked like 6 years ago?
All right, let me
Here we
reminisce
have our
about Duck.
in his
Let's talk about this tech
rendered
demo.
in real time on PlayStation 2 with his best friend, the submarine. So, should we take a look
Duck
and
and
see
a
what
submarine
he looks like
being friends?
now
Oh, man.
on PlayStation 3 and see
Just-
how he lives today?
Wow.
Let's have a look at the demo. So here's my duck, stunningly rendered in real time. This is me driving it around. Man in suit uses game controller, shock. And we have the ability to render the water
What does that
in great
mean?
detail. As I jump the duck in and out, you can see the caustics and all the effects that
Look,
we
man, if you
rendered
get
in
it,
real
you get
time
it.
on this fantastic HD display. 2,300 square feet, that TV, by the way.
Darmok and Jalad at
available in
Tanabra.
a
Man
Best
in
Buy
suit
near
uses
you
game
tomorrow.
controller.
So,
I get that. That's from Star
Our
Trek.
duck might be a little lonely, so let's introduce a couple of friends to him. And you can see here these little battleships or galleons that I can move around under my control.
Oh no, they're going to shoot the duck.
I'll do my best to play 2 players at once, which is challenging. I
Oh,
have to
see,
say.
See, there you go. He's doing it. Yeah.
That as I move around the camera, the cloth dynamic is being damaged.
Wow,
by the
damages the
cannonballs in
sails
real
just like
time,
in
and
Sid Meier's
everything
Pirates.
is working in real physics. But I still think our duck's a little bit lonely, don't you?
I'm going to bring up Sid Meier's
Looking at
Pirates
more
and
ducks
trigger
into
the
simulation.
Sony chat.
So here you have all the physics working and all the collisions
Duck
and all the
128
dynamics and all the fluid
coming up.
simulation. But
Now
he's
that
still
would be a
little bit
video
lonely.
game.
I think he still needs more friends.
mean,
so let's stick in
see,
a couple more here. And this gives you an example
More
of
duck.
the overwhelming performance of PlayStation 3 and everything
Yes.
that
Yes.
you can do. Some
Yeah, I
of them
told
are
you there were
so,
more
happy
ducks.
to leave
Yes.
the bath, they jump out. But I don't think that's enough ducks. I don't think you can ever have enough
No,
ducks.
Phil, no,
And
stop.
for the technically minded amongst you, this demo uses LOD, which is lots of ducks. Right,
one.
now, you think that's impressive, you think that's amazing,
But wait, there's more.
we can do more. And to help illustrate what else we can do to this particular demo, I'm going to ask Dr. Richard Marks to join me on stage, the creator of
We got a
Toy.
duck
Marks.
doctor
Come and
here.
join me.
Yeah.
Oh, a different Richard Marks.
Imagining David Lynch, like,
Come on, move over
wistfully
there.
viewing this duck
Set up
footage.
for you.
Nothing more
So,
beautiful.
what do we have here today, Rick?
So what we've done is we've taken an iToy and plugged it into this demo, this beautiful water demo that shows off this kind of tub. But I've also brought
Got this
some
iToy. We have a
cups
warehouse
to show
full
you
of them.
that- The kind of cups my children might play
It
with.
is still new at this point, I
So
think.
as you see, I pick up this cup and I pick up this cup. I can reach out now. And what would I want to do with cups? Well, you can imagine. I would like to just dip the cup in and get some of the water right out of them.
Yeah, you can imagine.
Who knows? Who knows what sort of depravity I'm going to get up to with these
Reach
cups?
in, get some more water.
I'm going to stack them like Anna Kendrick.
Get some water and throw it across.
I'm going to make
the-
an error-appropriate reference
All
for
of
you,
this just
Larry.
using a
Okay.
standard iToy camera
2 ducks, 1
connected
cup.
directly into PlayStation 3.
And that was after this.
Rick,
Was
that's
it?
amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
was
very
way
much
later.
indeed. Round of applause for Rick. Great job.
That's like
Thank you.
2012 or
Oh
something.
yeah, I guess, because, like, yeah, video playback on the internet at this
When we
point.
introduced PlayStation 1 to the creative community back in 1993, one of the real-time
I think
demos
Lemon
that
Party
we
was at
showed
least
had a large
around by
number of balls
I think
wrapped
so.
around the
2005.
screen.
I think
There were
Lemon
hundreds
Party
of
was.
2D sprites drawn in real time, and back then, it was considered a major advance in computer graphics. 6 years ago, when we introduced PlayStation,
It's a little upsetting, though,
to
to
the
think
world,
about how all the
balls
old
had
men in
graduated
Lemon
into
Party are
feathers,
dead now.
And we showed a beautiful
Yeah,
demo
well,
with
you know,
about
they had a good
1,000
time
feathers
while they were
swirling
alive. That's
across
what
the
matters.
screen. Some of you may
Sure.
remember that demo. Now, the feathers have become leaves. Now, this is a perfect demonstration, not just of graphics, but actually of what Cell brings to
Doing, like, the
computer entertainment,
resolution
because
example
in the
earlier with
PlayStation
Spider-Man,
3
but instead as
generation,
Tub Girl.
It's not just about how everything
Yeah.
looks, it's
I mean, look
about
at
how they behave.
this is the kind of thing we could achieve now.
In this demonstration, we have a real-time vortex controlling all of the hundreds of thousands of leaves that you can see in real time. Plus, we've got 5.1 surround sound being created in real time. In fact, the cell has so much power that every one of the leaves could have its own audio channel if you wanted to hear them rustle.
I don't think that's true.
I had a moment where I was worried we picked the wrong E3 thing, but no, skirping ahead the Final Fantasy thing is definitely part of this.
Another example of the tremendous computational power of PlayStation 3 is shown with this next demonstration. It's appropriate that since
this definitely, I don't think, is like the one I thought it was, though.
That we show the PlayStation
I thought it was the Ridge Racer giant enemy crab one.
And what I'd like to do now is to show you a scene.
It might still be, because like the PlayStation 3 came out in 2006.
But, obviously, being a gas station in the middle of the desert and being a digital set, well, surely we should be able to blow it up. So let's blow it up.
Yeah, like that's the same gas station from the 8 Days demo.
What this demonstration actually uses is only the cell processor to render.
It's just making me think of Red Faction.
All of the performance required to
Red Faction Gorilla? What was the name of that one?
Dynamics, heat, gas, smoke, fire. This is not an animation. This is not something that an artist created. This is all purely physics-based.
No artists worked on this fucking video game.
The lights turn down.
I mean, it is an animation, Phil.
Here in slow motion, you can see that the heat haze and gases emitted by the simulation accurately represented on screen. Phenomenal example of the
It's a known fact, Larry. Artists did not exist in video games until Joseph Gordon-Levitt requested them to be participatory in the development.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, this is just Twin Peaks Part 8. We're witnessing the birth of evil.
I could watch this building blow up all goddamn day.
It's a fantastic presentation. What PlayStation
Yes, it is.
3 also allows us to do is to converge many of the creative industries that work in the world together on one platform for the first time. And to help demonstrate this, we turn to our friends at Sony Pictures Imageworks, the Oscar-winning special effects wizards from the movie Spider-Man 2. We asked them to borrow some of their precious computer graphic data that they had created.
We asked them to borrow Alfred Molina's soul, and we still have it to this day.
From Spider-Man 2 in
They wheel him out in a cage.
Here, we run it in real time on PlayStation 3. I'm amazed at the response, the reaction here.
It's the new Quantic Dream
quality
game.
Of the image is absolutely fantastic. You can see as we move
Oh, I would
the
play a
camera
Quantic
around,
Dream Spider-Man
moves
movie
around
adaptation
also
game.
over the face. And this uses a very special technique which is pioneered by, once again, a guy called Paul Debevic, using light stage data. And we can move the light around over the face, and you can see that the shadows are cast realistically.
It's kind of like a weird thing of this generation, though, where like faces did end up looking a whole lot better, but it took a while for facial animation to kind of catch up to it.
Yeah.
So you'd have like a good-looking Alfred Molina like this, but if he started talking, it would be upsetting.
Yeah, like I remember like Yakuza 3 being sort of the biggest step forward for that.
Yeah.
Of course, that helped like being in Japanese, so you really wouldn't have to worry about like
Also, like,
the lip syncing looking funky or something. But like the
LA
faces in that look
Noir.
way better. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's where you start to get into like, okay, we're doing some serious mocap stuff for faces in game.
Sure, but that was using that weird sort of like almost deep
put them in a
faking
giant
thing.
Yeah, put them in a giant pod and
basically like pasting their animation onto this model.
Yeah. Blast them with radiation so you can digitize them.
Now, sadly, Alfred Molina couldn't be with us today, but we decided to light him as if he was. And we took a light probe from this room earlier on today. And here, this is what he would have
look at that.
lit in real time.
I was got a flashlight and I'm shining it right into Alfred Molina's fucking eyes.
And as we move into the eyes in particular, you can see the fantastic reflections that this gives us.
Looks like
now,
Alfred Molina's tripping.
Give you some idea of the level of intensity and immersion that you're going to get from games on PlayStation 3 and the amount of storytelling ability that we will have working with
Alfred Molina's got a GoPro attached to him and he's like scoping out the trains.
Next up, we're going to show, I think that's worth a round of applause.
Yeah, applause for Alfred Molina.
This next demonstration was written by the
His friends
brilliant
call him
engineers
Fred.
at the STI Development Center, the creators of the Cell chip. And this demo, which is a real-time demonstration of a landscape being created by 2 bits of data, one being two-dimensional satellite imagery taken from outer space, and the other being three-dimensional height maps collected from LiDAR, which is basically a laser ranging system flown over with an aircraft. And in real time on the cell, those two bits of data are combined together to create, in software only, this three-dimensional landscape. This does not use the RSX at all. So this gives you an example of the tremendous performance that we get from Cell. Even the
this looks like when I load up one of those like Google Map programs in VR.
Really stunning.
It's like
like I try to
Flight
stand on
Simulator when you haven't downloaded the texture packs.
Yes.
This next demonstration also uses a landscape, but in a very different style, in a very different setting, but equally impressive creatively and technically. This was created by our colleagues at Sony Online Entertainment and shows a beautifully rendered fantasy world. But what's the cool thing about this demo is the fact that the world can grow in front of your eyes. And so
I mean, this looks like Tales of Vesperia or something.
World can grow in front of your eyes. Don't show this to Hideo Kojima.
You can imagine what this could mean to online games, but you could also imagine what this could mean to the ability for the player to
They never use this for online games.
his own world while he's playing the game. Here the water, beautifully rendered, and all the
Warren Spector watching this and getting like 10 different ideas he's never going to make good on.
Peter Molyneux?
Peter Molyneux, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Now, from a complex and sophisticated landscape
Phil Harrison's kind of like an alternate universe Peter Molyneux.
In this case, London. Yeah. London was the setting for Team Soho's epic crime thriller, The Getaway, and for the past 3 months, a team of 6 people has been working to show their vision of the future of that franchise on PlayStation 3, and they would like to share it with the world for the first time today.
And imagine getting 6 people try to put something together now.
A lot of the real-world rendering techniques that we've seen in earlier demonstrations, and it's not just about graphics. We can see in this demo tremendous amount of detail in the 3D objects, which are beautifully rendered with amazing lighting.
I like the screen tearing on this. That's one of my favorite parts about this demo. Yeah. Looks like I'm playing Far Cry 6.
With the complex simulation of traffic.
That never got fixed, by the way. The screen continued to tear the entire time I played that game.
Oh, that's good.
And breathe, and how they have their own lives. Hundreds of
Does that bus just a flat texture?
At any one time.
I wasn't paying attention.
It seemed like weirdly flat.
I'm focusing on like the weird like camera zooms.
I mean, yeah, those are also bizarre.
The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that all the cars have the same license plate number, but this is only a bug you discover when you fly halfway around the world and show it to the world. So I apologize for that, but you can see beautiful high dynamic range lighting.
We will be executing the 6 people who worked on this game because of this bug.
Of what we're going to see for the future.
We're going to close the entire studio because of this bug.
The next vision piece that we're going to show
of Dogtown
shows how multiple forms of entertainment can share
the license plate was wrong. They will be executed and their families imprisoned for 3 generations.
What we wanted to do here was to imagine and share with you an example of what happens when you take 2 billion-dollar franchises, one from the video game business and one from the movie industry, and collide them together on PlayStation 3. I think this demo needs no further introduction. Let's take a look.
All right.
Pizza time. Are we going to get to see Emily Deschanel from Bones?
Oh, I hope so. What do you miss most about Bones?
Mostly the bones.
Yes, correct.
Oh, I see. That was nice.
Oh, so they wanted to show, like, this is how good it looks in the movies, then we seamlessly transition into a video game?
Yeah.
But those looked completely different.
The Gran Turismo cars are like those.
No playing in the streets. Yes, Mr. Spider-Man. See ya.
What the fuck?
I'm glad we started with this one. Seamless. Great job, guys. This looks like that Best Buy commercial of the guy saying, "It's me, Spider-Man. I'm swinging with Spider-Man."
This looks just as good as every single award show bit where they just like put the host into the movie.
Yes.
Can you imagine what Sam Raimi and Kazunori Yamauchi would create if they got together to form a new project?
Not fucking that, man.
Can you imagine what Sam Raimi would say if he saw that? He'd kill himself.
So anyway, while we're
He'd say, I'm not making any more Spider-Man movies.
I'll make one more and it'll be so bad, just to spite you.
Now, as many of you know, the current most powerful PCs on the planet struggle to decode just a single stream
Deuce
of
Bigelow's
HD.
back.
It's really difficult to decode Deuce Bigelow on modern PCs, but with the cell.
And we can select any one of them to become the main full HD screen. And
this is how I want to watch TV.
How you could navigate multiple HD streams simultaneously coming off Blu-ray disc or
there's no fucking way the PlayStation was able to do that.
Oh, it's Natalie Portman.
What media navigation in the future is going to look like. Now, as Masa was sharing with us earlier on,
oh hey, Max just let us know that the Rittenhouse verdict came out.
And this next demonstration gives you another example.
Breaking news! Hold on, we need to stop the stream.
On formats of the future. Here the cell is decoding.
Gosh, I wonder what it was.
Well, congratulations to Kyle Rittenhouse for
movie data, game data,
being legally able to kill.
Yeah, of course.
It could actually be your friends on video chat anywhere in the world. It could be the IP camera anywhere in the world. So, that's it for the show and tell. And as I think you can see from the demos that we've just seen, PlayStation 3 delivers astounding performance and creative possibilities to the development community. Right now, all around the world, game developers are hard at work making this potential become reality. And here to tell you more about the games that will make PlayStation 3 come alive, I'd like
finally,
to
the games.
Kyle Tirai. Thank you very much.
At the hour and 10-minute mark.
Yep. Well, yeah, it means we've got 40 minutes of just good quality video game content, right?
It's fine, it's fine. Look, you gotta rip the Band-Aid off. This has to be the first one, it's fine.
And Phil Harrison, PlayStation 3 is set to deliver.
Tell you what, we'll do that really fucked up Konami one next.
Yes, the one's just like in a back room.
PlayStation 3 is a powerful
1 million
machine
troops
under the
one.
hood. But what about the
Wow.
games?
1 million
Our development
troops.
partners have been diligently working with PlayStation 3 architecture for some time in order to deliver the
game
type
did not
of
have 1
gaming
billion
experience
troops, by the way.
that consumers will expect from the next generation.
No, the
and they have
PlayStation
prepared
would
some
catch on
pretty
fucking
exciting
fire.
stuff
Are
to
you
share
kidding
with you
me?
today. So first, it gives me great pleasure to introduce this company back to our stage again this year. They have been a staunch supporter of the PlayStation format over the years, and we are truly inspired what they have produced on the PlayStation 3
These guys have 2 mics.
Alright, are
So,
these
ladies and
people
gentlemen,
still
please help
in
me
business?
Welcome back Electronic Arts Chairman and CEO.
Okay, Electronic Arts, okay, alright.
Fellow Larry.
With the age of like this conference, you have to wonder how many of these people come out are even still in business, and how many of them continue to work with Sony specifically.
The way things have been going, I was expecting to say, welcome, Bobby Kotick.
The history of the PlayStation has been marked by great games for the consumers.
That'd be
and
so
for the
good.
incredible
It's Michael
opportunities
McKeon.
that Sony Computer Entertainment has created for game developers. In 1994, EA signed on as a charter member of the PlayStation 1 team. Then in 1999,
I'm a charter member of the Criterion Channel.
we passed on some
Oh, well, good for you.
and dedicated our
Thank you, please.
You always gotta let everybody know about
When
it.
PlayStation 2 launched in 2000, EA was there with 6 titles, including Madden, NBA Live, and SSX. We like to believe those were
Hell
some of
yeah,
the games that
SSX.
showed the
Remember
early
when we
fans
made
what
good
the
sports
PlayStation
games?
2 could really do. In
Now
total,
that,
EA has
now that we have
produced about
exclusive rights to
250
all the
titles and
sports
sold
teams,
more
we
than
don't have to do that
220
anymore.
million units on the 2 PlayStation consoles combined. But beyond the business, a lot of talented artists have found their calling in this medium created by Sony. And a lot of game lovers have enjoyed countless hours of
Say
entertainment.
game lepers.
For all that business,
Game
all that
lepers.
creativity,
Sending you to
all
the
that
game leper
entertainment,
colony.
I think
Oh,
we owe
no.
the team at Sony a round of applause. Today we're in transition, preparing
Thanks,
for
Sony.
the PlayStation 3. At EA, we like to say transition is our friend. It's challenging, but it always results in
All right, EA just
dramatically
set
better
trans
games
rights.
and bigger markets. How much better will
Yeah, it's
the games
challenging,
be?
but lets you have access to bigger
Rather than
markets.
telling you, I brought someone who can actually show you. Let me introduce the general manager of EA's Chicago studio, Kudo Tsunoda.
Yes!
And Kudo is
He's
also the
here.
executive producer of Fight Night.
Oh man. Yes.
He's got sock and boppers.
All right. So the game we're going to show you is EA Sports Fight Night, which is EA's boxing franchise. And this demo, I truly believe, is a big first step forward.
Travis touchdown motherfucker up here is going to show you a goddamn video game.
Working on
Edgar Wright cosplaying as
I
Travis
just want to
touchdown.
tell you like how exciting it is as a developer to finally have the technology in our hands to build the Fight Night game that we've been looking to build all these years. So well, enough of me yapping, let's fire up the demo. And just to be clear though, this is all running live in real time on renderware on the PS3.
Let's see those faces ripple.
It's the king of the ring, combination slanger, skill and technique.
No, we're going to get content flagged for this video now.
I'm like a prize fighter giving left jabs, left hooks, overhand rights, followed by uppercut, turning out your lights.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah!
I mean, to be fair, this is basically what it ended up looking like.
Yeah.
So as you know, in boxing, it's these big, like, bone-crushing, devastating punches that really bring out the drama and the emotion of the sport. Obviously, what we're looking to do, you can see graphically now just how we're able to emphasize the brutality of the punches.
Burger
but what
King.
we really want is the
I really love them winding this.
kind of get that same
Yeah, I really like them winding this footage back and forth.
You're actually in the ring seeing that punch land. And I think that's like the biggest goal for us on Fight Night PS3. It's all about like, hey, having the player, the person
Yeah,
playing
like especially since the whole thing was like, this is running in real time, here's the controller. Now we're going to rewind this footage. Yeah, go forward.
So let me show you how we're going to do that. So the first thing in building an emotionally believable character is making the character.
That is extremely emotionally believable. There is so much emotion on this face right now. I can't comprehend
that emotion.
And so if there's anything off in the character, like the human eye is going to know. But you can see
this
how
David Putty motherfucker over here is brimming with emotion.
But it's not enough just to make a nice picture. We really got to bring that picture to life. And we do that with all the different facial animations we have on our character, animating both the geometry on the boxer's face and the textures of their skin to produce the most realistic looking facial expressions that we've seen in video games. But again, it's not really about, hey, having just.
They should then just bring out the Def Jam Vendetta characters and have them start boxing too.
Sure. Only the original
Weird
ones.
clown guys.
They can't get the rights to DMX.
No.
You just get like Manny.
So I mean, it goes anywhere from like the real intense kind of fury and anger that you would boxer puts behind their most powerful punches.
Fury and anger.
To that kind of like, hey, when a boxer gets hit, that really, dazed and confused and hurt look that you see on the boxer's face. But once we're able
you gotta
to
see
really
them
get
look
those
like they got brain damage.
They now become the new in-game indicators.
You can see the concussion forming in real time, all thanks to the power of the cell.
Again, really, that's our big goal for Fight Night PS3.
CTE technology.
The people like in the ring, like you're playing at home, you're able to see, hey, all the different kind of things going on in the other boxer's mind, and use that to your advantage to figure out what tactics and strategies that you're going to use to be successful. And with the PS3, we're now able to take the person out of the living room and put them right in the ring.
I mean, I would say the main thing is like,
I don't want to be in the ring.
The animations did not look like this. Like this is like mocap or something, but
yeah.
Thanks, Kudo. Fight Night 3 looks amazing on the PlayStation 3. We think PlayStation 3 is going to change the world of entertainment, and the EA studios are 100% committed to help make that happen.
Just drop the controller and walk away.
Jack, thank you very much.
I always appreciate good E3 physical comedy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Man, that game was great. Bring back Fight Night.
Do you really want a new Fight Night by like this current EA though?
Yes.
They would suck the soul out of Fight Night.
I don't think so.
I think that they would.
Because I feel like they have a good enough foundation with the UFC stuff that if they just like stripped out all of the other crap from it and focused on the boxing, it would still be pretty good.
They would strip out all the other crap and then they would put a bunch of other new crap into it that is not good.
How can you put more crap into boxing?
Now, we're pleased to have with us a company
Crap
known
finds way.
across the globe as the greatest storyteller in the role-playing game category. Their leading franchise, Final Fantasy, has sold more than 60 million copies worldwide. To get a sense of how Square Enix views next-generation development, it is my pleasure to welcome the
All right, let's see a thing that's totally going to be of this generation.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Mr. Hirai.
I mean, this is very much like the thing that got me back in the day, was wanting a Final Fantasy VII remake, and of course, I was one of the ones that got duped. Thought it was going to happen.
And this isn't even 7 remake.
No, this is,
This is
12?
13, 12. Yes, 12.
More screen tearing. Alright.
Which again, like a weird thing, because this was a PS2 game. It was just super late.
Yeah.
Bunny girls, though.
But thanks to backwards compatibility, you could play it on the PlayStation 3.
I did.
Or you could wait until they do an HD remaster for the next console, and then buy it all over again. This was an alright Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Had fun with this one. I mean, I do remember, like, this trailer also kind of blowing my mind, like, way back when I was way into Final Fantasy.
With the threat of all-out war on the horizon,
oh, that's weird.
It was back before you showed me SMT, and then I was just like Andy throwing Woody in the goddamn trash.
Dalmasca, the stage on which this tale is set, is one.
Just like the mix of like the English voiceover with the Japanese cutscenes is really weird.
That is kind of jarring. I mean, you see Larry on day one if you download the Japanese voice pack.
I like how like the actual main character, like there he is, is like fourth build in this.
Well, that was the thing, is they wanted, it was either him or it was the captain dude, and then at some point, like I can't remember if it was focus testing or what, but they were like, no, you gotta, it's Final Fantasy, it's not going to sell unless you have like pretty boy twink main character. Like, Van, I think that's the main character's name?
Van is, he's the pretty boy.
Yeah.
Balthier was the Han Solo. I can't remember actually
But
the real main character's name.
Balthazar?
Yo, Balthazar! No, that's what I'm saying, you're thinking Balthier.
Might be, I'm looking this up.
As soon as you say it, I'll be like, yeah, of course. But Fran was the bunny lady.
Okay, Canelo is one of the girls. Ash, Fran, Bosch von Rosenberg.
Okay.
They were pretty heavy-handed with the Star Wars stuff in that game too, though.
Oh yeah.
From Final Fantasy XII, currently planned for North American release in the 2006 fiscal year. You will be pleased to note that Sony has announced that their next generation game console will be fully backward compatible with PlayStation 2 software.
They're really pushing it.
Please look
they were.
to all
this is back when they cared about stuff like this.
It was a big deal. Like, that was a big reason why I got a PS3. It was like, well, I can still play all the old stuff on it.
PS3 software development.
I mean, considering how many like PlayStation 4 games I have, that's still a big like selling point to me for PS5, especially being able to get better performance out of them.
Sure.
But like, damn, I wish I could still like put in my PS3, PS2, PS1 games. And...
Sure, but you couldn't do that on 4 anyway.
Well, what's this?
This is I don't know, Mako.
Looks dumb. I bet it's not even going to come out on time. You think if they remade this, you would still have freaks today going, hey, they should remake the remake of Final Fantasy VII?
Probably. Goblin's back. It's Goblin's part, but...
I mean, this still looks, like, pretty good.
Oh yeah, the cloth physics on her, dress were good too. It says right there, technical demo for PS3, not an actual game.
But games are technical.
It's true.
Is a demo like I could download this off PSN and like play it for 30 minutes? That kind of a demo?
No.
But it's going to be a game, right? Right? Larry?
Maybe someday.
Okay, well maybe by the time I finish college and change jobs 3 times, they will put this out as an actual video game. I also love like the reserved applause for that. Like if this were something that happened today, people would lose their absolute shit.
Yeah, they'd be crying like people seeing the Twilight Princess demo.
Or watching the new Ghostbusters and tweeting about how tearful they were watching the new Ghostbusters.
Please note that we have seen is merely a sample. And we currently have no plans on releasing a remake of Final Fantasy VII.
What?
However,
fuck you!
is committed to fully backing Sony's new console. Plans to bring the Final Fantasy series to the PS3 are just beyond the horizon.
I'm just imagining like they made a team, they're like, we need you to put together a technical demo. And then they did, and they came back with it. It was Final Fantasy VII, and all the execs at Square are just sitting at the table going like, what the fuck have you just done to us? Like, well, we need to show something, but what the fuck have you just done to us?
That is, like, a weird thing where I remember at the time people were like, what do you mean it's just a demo? Like, that should be an actual game you should be making. And then, like, over time, I guess people just forgot it was supposed to be a demo.
Yeah.
Two of the industry's major
like, they never said, we're making Final Fantasy VII Remake until they did later.
No, they explicitly said that they were not.
Yeah.
Multiple times, too. I remember this wasn't like the only time that they were like, no, we're not doing that.
A more immersive experience. An experience that convinces you that you are actually talking to
I want your TV, Ted Price.
In real worlds, even though they may be sci-fi worlds or fantasy worlds. What we're looking forward to on the PlayStation 3
looks weirdly narrow.
Being able to take advantage of the
showing up back there like the Terminator, just buck-ass naked, grabbing that CRT and running.
Control.
Except you don't have a portal back.
On screen, each of which
shit. Fuck, I didn't think of that.
Its own AI system. I think the cell signals the convergence of mainstream entertainment and games that everyone has been talking about for the last 10 years. The PlayStation 3 should give us the ability to do all of these things.
Yeah, it should.
It should, but it's not. It's we need to taper our expectations a little bit.
Possibilities that the next generation of PlayStation presents. Thanks to the powerful features of PS3, we can create the kinds of high-quality graphics that until now
this guy's dressed like a Quentin Tarantino character.
And create them in
I was going to say, he looks like a boss in Yakuza.
This is a truly incredible thing. The
like
first title will
Bill
be a
from Kill Bill.
game and movie released previously called Oni, which is now officially titled Neo. It's a story that famous Japanese director Akira Kurosawa wanted to film.
Oh, this is what became Neo.
And we present all new
there you go, you're a big fan of Criterion stuff. You know who that is.
Yeah, I do.
These titles soon. We at Koei feel that the next generation of PlayStation will revolutionize video gaming. and we are planning to create games that will surprise and
Well,
entertain
revolutionize
gamers
some
everywhere.
things.
PlayStation 3 will make it possible to simulate worlds in real time. And
Also, back to give credit to Ted Price, like Insomniac, or like one of the few developers that actually did bring out the best of the PS3. So
and, with going to HDTV alone,
Insomniac's a studio that's
will be quite amazing
got
to
talent,
see.
man.
But
oh yeah,
the most exciting feature for us really is the cell technology in there. The CPU is so much more powerful than anything.
I think it's rare to see developers like them that continue to just put out like really quality stuff and pretty much never falter.
Which will really, really show people what next generation is all about.
I mean, in the PS3 era, they had the Resistance stuff, which were not good, but
sure.
CG レベルのものがリアルタイムで動くというのはまずそれは必ずなると思いますね。
Check out all this stuff we can do anyway. Let's make the worst Metal Gear Solid we've ever made.
I just saw this movie, The Boondock Saints, and I was thinking, like, what if this guy, if you put him in a video game?
世界を見えないところに力を注ぐという、そういうことをまず考えているんですよ。送り手としてはそういうのを考えながら作るべきだと思いますし、そういう作れる環境がようやく手に入るのかなという。
Finally.
Kojima, I'm so sorry about the game that you're making.
Creating in a PlayStation 3 game is a truly realized, truly immersive, living, breathing world. This is what we live for. You know,
just imagining like all this audio of him talking but set over the car in GTA getting wider as it wiggles back and forth.
That allows you to
it's just this entire press conference like playing on like the talk radio station.
With Cell and with PlayStation 3, we feel very excited and very confident that we're going to be able to absolutely push the limits of what can be created and the experiences that we can.
It's raining at night and CJ drives his car directly into the side of the building.
To go to the next level in terms of realistic simulations and realistic immersions combined with incredible narrative, incredible storytelling, and those two components combined are what are going to create the experiences of the future.
And just to add to Mr. Kojima's comments, yes, Metal Gear Solid 4 will be coming to PlayStation 3.
Oh, you don't say.
When we were in the planning stages for this event, we asked many of our development partners, including several teams within our own internal studios, to submit content to be shown today. We expected to see a few bright lights and a couple of diamonds in the rough, as it is early in the development process. Some of the best, most renowned gaming franchises,
some of this stuff might
like
suck.
Gran Turismo, Metal Gear Solid, Grand Theft Auto, were all born on PlayStation. And it's hard to imagine how these will evolve with the power of PlayStation 3. Our partners have prepared a glimpse into this future to share with you today. So let's take a look at what
sneaking
fans
through the
have
Middle
to
East
look
and then the
forward
Gran
to.
Turismo cars start coming after him. That's fine. Spider-Man scoops up Snake and tells him not to walk in the street.
What, this again? Oh. Alright.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah, they made this into the movie, Ford versus Ferrari. Imagining the young Drew Scanlon watching this, changing the... What's going on with that? Okay. Like changing the course of his life. No, I meant the car, like one just kind of did a weird like jerk to the side.
Oh, I missed it.
I don't know about these physics. See that one? Getting wider. Why isn't the car getting wider? Shake and bake.
Don't you put that kind of evil on me, Kaz.
Also, why is this?
Yes. Yes!
Was DMC 3 this late in the PS2? I guess it must have been.
It might have been, yeah.
Or maybe just for special edition.
DMC3, now that's a video game.
Yeah, it is.
Never mind. We're wrong. It's 4.
Which had nothing from 4 in it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I remember this.
Hey.
This game was terrible.
Yeah. Remember renting this and playing like maybe an hour of it and taking it back.
Yeah, this trailer was amazing to me. But yeah, the actual game was awful. Speaking of low frame rates, holy cow.
Yeah. I was into Gundam at this point in time, and I was pretty excited for this.
Yep. Made me yearn for a journey to Jaburo. Oh yeah, and they didn't have a title for it yet. There was a Gundam Crossfire, eventually.
I was going to say maybe we should play that on the next stream, but then I don't want to fuck around with PS3 emulation.
No.
So. Which number would it have been for this?
4?
I'm going to say 3.
Oh wait, yes, 5. Because 4 was on PS2.
Okay. I couldn't remember how fast the Tekken series moved through sequels.
There were 3 on PS1. And then
hey, here you go. This game's probably going to be, like, it's going to run great.
Yeah, this, like, weird, very early teaser. It's just like shadow of him on the horse or something. I don't think it even had the name yet.
I mean, this, for this point in time, looked pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. That's not even John Marston. That's also not John Marston. That looks like Arthur. It's weird. Yeah, no title. Here we go.
This game is going to look 100% like what you are watching right now.
This is absolutely real footage.
And like I said, I do remember this game getting so much shit because of it not looking precisely the way it did in this footage.
It still looked really good, though, was the thing.
It did, yeah.
Like, it looked better than 3, which was weird.
But still, I mean, this is like the textbook example of bullshit.
Oh yeah, this and the like Madden screenshots that came out.
Yeah,
for the 360. Fire effects. Like, the weird thing is, though, a lot of the stuff here is just like with those sort of particle effects, like the fire and the smoke and all of that stuff. And I feel like the final game kind of looked better, like in terms of color,
just in terms of
and just sort of generally the way it looked. Like, obviously, it wouldn't be heavily scripted and everything like this, but
it's mostly in like texture, clarity, and the way people are moving. That obviously this is not anything other than a pre-rendered trailer.
But like, if you side by side that with the actual game, I'm pretty sure it still looks pretty similar. All right, GT.
Polyphony. That's how you say that word, right?
Yeah. Why'd the audio drop out?
Too much polyphony.
I guess. Did it do it for you too?
Yep.
Weird.
Dude had to mute his video. highest quality, right in the title on this. I wonder if it is maybe some sort of content ID thing and had to get dropped out.
Maybe.
Because it sounded like a license.
No, it's back. Oh, now it's gone.
And now it's gone again. Yeah, I kind of wonder if it's a content ID match thing.
Maybe. Anyway, this is a Gran Turismo.
Yeah. From Partial Reality.
Oh, what I was going to say about Tekken was the thing is the numbers kind of get thrown off because you had Tekken Tag Tournament early in PS2.
Yeah.
And then I think it was just 4 was the only other PS2 one.
Oh, there's a car.
Oh, weird. Is this just... like the music was taken out or something? Because
that's what I'm saying. Is that's what I'm saying. Is I think it was a content ID thing that like you can still hear a little bit of music. I think it's that when the sound effects come up, it obscures the music enough so it's not caught by the content ID.
No, but I mean like there, like it's mostly silent except you can just hear a little.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it was for the purpose of like putting this on an actual like DVD to give to people if they didn't have the rights to the music.
That's what I was saying, is like if they took the music out for this like DVD.
Yeah. It's so weird.
All right. All of this looks fantastic, don't you agree? All right.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, fuckers?
Are really the foundation. But to build
we pulled the wool over your eyes.
We need to reinvigorate the market with something new.
He gets caught on a live mic saying they're falling for it. They're falling at the fools.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Franchises being born on PlayStation 3. So let's take a look at those.
Wait till I tell him it costs $600.
Here's Resistance. I'd recognize that brown gray sludge anywhere.
Oh god.
This might be Call of Duty 3, I don't know. But it looks like Resistance.
I remember playing this on a kiosk. Like, I was impressed by it. Like, I never played a first-person shooter game that, like, looked quite so good. But yeah, like, looking back on it, boy, this is ugly.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is. I was thinking, like, I don't remember fighting, like, human enemies in Resistance.
Yeah, you don't do too much of that. And I did rent, this was a similar thing to Gundam, where I rented this, all excited to play it, played a couple hours, and was like, I'm gonna go rent something else.
Resistance 3 is really good.
I'm gonna go pick up the live-action Cromartie High movie instead of playing Resistance.
Good idea. It was just a bummer to me, like with Resistance 3, they finally made a good one, and then that was it.
It's your 3-point Japanese lesson.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Toshi. Toshi, come on.
They should make a new Kessen.
They should.
I mean, that's that boss from Sekiro.
They should make another Sekiro.
No.
Guess what, fucker? There's this little game called Elden Ring coming out. And you're gonna play it, goddammit.
Oh, I know I will. The song's really good.
Man.
Sounds like the theme song from Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
This should not be in the DVD rip because these people should be getting paid even more money for this kick-ass song.
Man, it was even called Neo back then?
I guess.
Alright. I thought it had a different name, but... Interesting.
There you are.
Okay.
You're ready?
Yes, let's go.
Please, your time is running out. Hurry.
What is this?
It's a game that's just for daddy.
So funny.
Hey, you too, mister.
It's like Lifeline?
Yeah, that's right. I make the girls laugh.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going out there? Target in sight, all according to plan. So boring.
Okay, let's switch to our plan.
Roger.
Jump around a little bit.
But keep an eye on us, okay?
Kiss the other girl.
Well, that never came out.
I'm looking it up.
It absolutely did not.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this...
Yes, this also never came out.
No, but they definitely used, like, the whole telekinesis thing for Sonic 2006.
Yeah. This is called Phantom something.
I don't know. God, if only they let Sonic Team make this shitty game, maybe they would have salvaged
Saga.
one part of 06. Identify creates end-to-end solutions to enhance safety and operational efficiency by leveraging computer vision technology, data analytics, and artificial intelligence.
Like, you're missing Heavenly Sword. You're not gonna see Andy Serkis if you're looking at some weird website.
I mean, this game did look real pretty. Yeah. This was absolutely one of the ones that they could sell you on the graphics just by showing you the gameplay.
Yep.
Imagine that dude I saw on Twitter who was upset that, like, Resident Evil 8 only has 18 to 20 hours of gameplay, like how pissed they would be at Heavenly Sword.
This was also a very early example of, like, the facial animations being really good. Because it was the whole thing with having Andy Serkis there for the facial capture and...
Oh, well, one of the first results for Identify is on the Cancelled Games wiki, so yes, this did not come out.
Yeah, it looked like Lifeline, the PS2 game starring Elisha Cuthbert.
Why was it cancelled? No idea, but let's say the game had no word from Sony and they're rather silent about the game. No news about the game's development and release date hadn't been announced and it's not known if the game will be released.
I don't know what this is. This looks familiar. Window. Oh, Starhawk. Of course. Use the 6-axis to fly you.
Yeah, wait until I tell you all about the 6-axis. See, I guess this isn't the Giant Enemy Crab $600 one.
No, it's not. That's next year.
I thought it was 2005. So.
Yeah, this is just like the basically announcement of it.
Well,
Warhawk, right? Starhawk was later.
Yeah.
We're a good run of like games that did not come out.
Yeah. Damn, this looks as good as Killzone.
Yeah, it's much less real.
Killing Day.
I forgot that even existed. Like, I remember that trailer, but oh yeah, Motorstorm.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to do the 2006 one next. I thought it was this one for sure.
Yeah, that's
when I went to pick it out.
Description, like something about giant enemy crabs.
Like I scrubbed through some of it and I found bits that I remember, but I didn't, rewatch the entire thing beforehand. So I do think that this, as far as, you know, for covering these conferences, this is one of those transitional ones where it is largely PowerPoints. They do get into game trailer stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still not like the era of E3 that I think everyone has reverence for. It's still ramping up to that.
Yeah. That guy's gonna die.
Fuck.
So a lot of new
I saw
exciting titles to look
MotorStorm and
forward
I
to.
clapped.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Ken Kutaragi.
Yes!
Finally.
I'm always welcoming back Ken Kutaragi.
Oh, this is the end.
I hope you've enjoyed this monster machine and outstanding software showcase throughout the presentation. And now, I have the final and the biggest announcement. Everyone, this is PlayStation 3.
No, it's not!
Yeah, it is.
No, that fucker's white!
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I wanted a white PS3. The white one looks so cool. It's got like that terrible kind of pearl coating to it. So I just got a lame black PlayStation 3.
I didn't... They already ditched the boomerang controller at this point, right?
I think so, yeah.
Man. That's what I wanted.
I wonder if there's anyone who has made like a replica boomerang controller that you could use, like a third-party kind of thing.
Probably.
I don't think that it would be like a proper
go.
third party, like you could buy this. I'm sure somebody has, like, in their own time made a replica boomerang.
Did they not have an option? I remember it was like...
I don't think they did.
Piano black was the color.
Yeah, but I don't think they had a white or a silver version. Like, definitely not at launch. I don't think that they...
Okay.
There might have been, like, some limited edition white one somewhere down the line, but I don't remember them having a lot of different colors. That is something I wish they would bring back with consoles, though. Like, oh, hey, you need a black or a red or a blue one.
Yeah.
I want a red
You
PS5.
got side plates for the PS5, at least.
Well, all of us at Sony
No, we
Computer
don't.
Entertainment would like to thank you very much for joining us today on the
It's been a year in and I
E3
still can't get a wood
2005.
plate side,
As you can see,
wood panel
we
side
have a
plate for
lot of new
PS5.
exciting
It's the
things
one
in
thing I
store
want.
for our collective future. But please, don't take my word for it. Please feel free to stop by our booth to experience the world of PlayStation for yourself. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I will enjoy the show.
All right. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, I guess next week we'll watch a better one than that.
I don't know. We're not gonna get really good stuff like the guy and his CGI lady.
That was the highlight for me. Anyway, until next week. Bye. Bye.
Notice that the specular
Are you
highlight
scrubbing
on her
back to find
cheeks
Luna?
Yeah, he's
shows
talking
the
about her.
imperfections of her skin.
The imperfections of her
Notice that
skin.
light is
I need
penetrating
to
her skin,
go make lunch and
Okay.
spend some
scattering
quiet
underneath
time
her skin,
thinking about
so
Luna.
that you see her rosy cheeks. The volumetric shadows on her hair. Her hair looks so incredibly soft. All of these effects are made possible with programmable shaders.
Goodbye, everybody.
However, we want to do a lot more than that. What the PlayStation 3 is about